This is a stream for the Bug House World Championship in the open section, and we're going to cover Chickencrossroad and 12 Teen versus CaspiIsrael and PureEssence. I literally just woke up, so I hope I have some of this information correctly. It's not even on the schedule, so I apologize if I misspelled like some names wrong in the title or something like that. Let's start a prediction. We have a whole bunch of people in the commentary booth. Do you guys want to identify yourself while I do this? Okay, or I can. Looks like we have GSVC, Blitz Bullet. I guess 12 Teen is here before his match starts, and I'm not sure who 2DR is. Oh, White Dancing Rockstar. Okay. And I'm already following Chicken, so it should be good for when the match starts. I think most people expect Chicken 12 Teen to win this match. The real question is by how much. But I'm gonna make a prediction just based on the fact of can anyone win, and we'll see based on that. So we have we could have, you never know, there could be a crazy upset. Okay, and we will go 10 minutes on the prediction. Let me go ahead and throw my stream link a few places. Is OKZH streaming too?
I am not streaming. I will be joining you in a moment. I'm just
Okay.
logging in.
Okay, awesome. Okay, well, yeah, we have a hype match coming up. If anyone wants to join us in the house Discord, we're looking for co-commentators. Should be a fun match. Yeah, I was just watching some 4-player chess a second ago because Gotham Chess is streaming 4-player chess right now. He's partnered to GM Reigns, who's also streaming. Hey, King of Tire Span. Work from home. Yeah, chess is a fun thing to have on in the background while you work, for sure. Hey, Dragon B70. Let's give a shout out to Dragon B70, who also streams. Dragon B70 has been streaming a lot of Simul's recently. It's really fun to watch. Usually he'll play like
use OBS.
What's that?
Do you use OBS?
I do. I use OBS Studio.
I was going to say, can I give you something to add to your browser source, the voice widget overlay thing, if you don't use it already?
You mean for the Discord call? I don't think I want to do that for the commentary. I use that for Among Us, but it doesn't. Okay, cool. It's not that big a deal to identify the commentators, I don't think. But even if I had that, I'd have to figure out where to put it. I mean, I guess I can add it. I could try adding it for this match, and we'll see if people like it.
I think it's cool as a
Do you want me
viewer.
to post you the link, or you know
Yeah,
about it already?
yeah, I know it. I've added it before a bunch. Yeah. So let me see.
If I'm a
Have we
viewer and I'm
have we
listening to
started?
voices and I'm like, who's
Okay,
that cool voice in the background? I tend to want to know who it is.
okay. So the match has started. Um, and I'll let you guys commentate for a minute here while I get this working. Just have to find the house Discord and a long list of
They're in a
servers.
game now. It's pretty interesting.
Oh god. This is the problem. I'm covering up the game while I'm doing this. Okay. Why isn't this? Oh, it is working. Okay. Um. And try putting this over here. Okay. So I'm putting it below my webcam for people to see. Okay. So you guys can try talking. Okay, so we have Chicken 12 team versus PureEssence and CaspiIsrael. It looks like PureEssence is attacking hard, but Chicken seems to be fairly well defended. I've probably seen knight at d7 or something like that. Oh, but looks like 12 team already made it on his board. Vortex chess. How long have I been streaming? About 2.5 years. I guess almost 3 at this point. Maybe 2 3/4 years. Or if you mean how long have I been streaming this time, we can check the uptime. But this just about 8 minutes on this one. So 12 team often plays these types of openings where, I mean, number one, he's trading off everything. But number two, 12 team often he sacks his queen, but he wins the queen back by pinning it against the queen on the file. Pinning the queen against the king. And this was a line that I didn't see anyone play before 12th team, but he plays it a lot, and a lot of other people have adopted it. And 12th teams, so this actually may not work out well for them, because most games 12th team tends to trade everything and then win at endgames on his board. But when he trades everything, that's going to be more to the benefit of PureEssence than Chicken. But PureEssence just loves attacking. And he's at home when he can attack. And this is a mate for PureEssence. Question is, can CaspiIsrael live for 6 seconds? Honestly, probably not, because 12-team is such a great attacker. But even so, I think this strategy favors PureEssence and CaspiIsrael in general, as PureEssence does best when there's a lot of trades. So CaspiIsrael is going to try to make this as complicated as possible, but this pawn is going to promote. That's the problem. And it did promote. Now, oh, he only has to make up like 1 second here. Because again, there's the pawn mate. I think he may manage it. He has to sit now. But he's up time. So that is a win for Caspi and PureEssence. So we have a bunch of people in the chat here. Vortex Chess says he's just started streaming. That's awesome. The final is not 16-0 because PureEssence and Caspi are on the board here. I see Jamesy is talking. Yingling Wang is here. This isn't the final, no. But let's see. Galen says Caspi and Pure will do better than that Burritos team. I'm not sure about that. We'll see. But this is a good start for that for Caspi and PureEssence for sure. Yeah. So sorry, Nicholas Tice. Mods cannot do predictions. If you want to be VIP instead of mod, let me know. But yeah, mods can't do predictions. Friend of my Grande says that was a throw. I mean, it was not the result that we expected, but I really think it boiled down to the fact that 12-Teen traded everything on his board. So I think they're going to be careful about the extent of trades. So our score is now, is this 2-1 at this point? My webcam actually covers the score. You don't think Chicken 12-Teen are on voice, or who?
Well, yeah, 12-Teen Chicken, I don't think so. Maybe they are.
Yeah, so we found out from a previous game that Caspi and PureEssence are probably in the same room right now. They both live in Israel, and they're getting together when there are games like this. But Chicken 12-Teen, like for most people, it would be shocking not to be on voice. But Chicken 12-Teen have both said that they sometimes find voice distracting, and they would rather play without voice. I find that kind of hard to believe, but they've both said that several times. So Caspi has a pretty decent attack here. These rooks are pretty strong.
Yes, 2 rooks on the 7th always win.
Always.
Himself said that.
Ooh, this nice sack. This is mate. Yeah, work your mates. Yeah, 2 heavies mated there. Thanks for the follow from Vortex Chess and Karthik 2026. Really appreciate it. Jacob Jr. says more points I can eke later. So our score right now is 3-1 favoring Chicken 12-Teen. We kind of expected a blowout, but it's a little surprising that Caspi and PureEssence got on the board so quickly. Our score is now 4-1. So I'm sorry to interrupt.
Did Caspi get anti-removed or something? I just saw him getting mated quite early.
I'm not sure. I missed it too. I missed what happened there.
Why does Chicken always go for this bishop at a3 move? I'm not really sure what it's doing.
Well, it makes black spend a piece. I don't know if it's worth it, but that's the point, I guess.
As far as bishop at a3, I've seen players who they they put checks like near the king, and then it's easier to take the piece or to interpose a piece that attacks the piece. Whereas if you put the bishop far, far away, then it's less likely to get captured while they're defending. It's not entirely terrible. PureEssence has a decent attack again. And bishop would be quite good
He
for him.
needs that work, at least.
Yeah. So PureEssence is down a few pieces, and there is a mate threat on f7. That's an odd move. Does partner need a knight? I guess 12T is considering sacking on g2, and then knight at h4, and we're seeing it. Bishop takes, knight at h4, and then the pawn mates. So that was why the knight thing happened. Hailing Wang misses losing points with Katask. Hey, Chess Doofus. Thanks so much for partnering me last night, Chess Doofus. Fun games. Knight.
Oh, what is 12
Knight is quite good. A chicken letting his partner defend. 12th can eat some pieces in the process here. Get his king safer. So if knight takes, there's pawn takes c2 with a discovered check, winning the queen. This wins the queen the different way. Wow, this is very dangerous. I think 12th team will try to play h6 and tuck his king away. But we'll see what happens. We also try to mate with... Oh, actually, he's mated. Or, oh, yeah, the queen covers, my bad. That was a clever move by CaspiIsrael, both attacking and giving his king some luft. But PureEssence got mated there. The score's now 6-1. That was a very close game, though. Caspi had a lot of chances there. Looks like Chicken is adjusting. So Chicken is going for king safety, recognizing that PureEssence likes to attack. And if he can just neutralize PureEssence attacks, I think that's the easiest way for their team to win. So we see Caspi is ignoring this knight, because that is a good defensive piece for him. And he's trying to keep the initiative, keep attacking and making threats on 12th team. But 12th team honestly seems pretty safe. So I think 12th team is just going to get to win some pieces here. Now this knight is a threat because of the pin. So Caspi is mated very soon. Chicken is actually mated also. But Chicken can sit. This Chicken is up 10 seconds. So Chicken is never moving again. 12th team find a mate here. Knight takes, queen takes, king over. Knight takes pawn. Yeah, this works too. This made him 1. So it was just too much of a time differential there. But PureEssence, he did find an attack. So they're trading queens on the chicken board. Chicken is going to wait until 12 is safer. He's going to tuck away on c1. Oh, actually 12 has probably made it here. Gonna see bishop at a5 maybe. Oh yeah, this is a very good move too. Queen at, and then pawn mates. So the question is, can PureEssence live? The answer is probably. Now usually 12 is the best mater, but Chicken is decent at this himself. He is up a piece in the endgame, and PureEssence isn't as good at fast defending. PureEssence needs to live for 3 seconds. Chicken has this crucial extra pawn, which should be promoted at some point. So the threat is rook c2. And what he's trying to do is probably trade off that rook. Once he trades off a rook, he can promote. He might also just play pawn at e2 and then rook down to trade off the rooks. Oh, but the time is fairly equal now. He did trade off the rooks. He hung this rook. But yeah, it just wasn't fast enough. That is another win for Caspian PureEssence. Our score is now 7-2, favoring Chicken 12T. What is the magic number we're going for? Does anyone know? Is it 20 or what's the, how many games are they playing? Relapse in the chat says that they're playing to 16. Hey Sammy Silkovic, thanks for watching. They're not halfway there yet, and Caspi PureEssence already have 2 wins. So we'll see if they can get to 4 by the end. So Caspi would like some material to attack here. Caspi's actually up time. Oh, but his partner's mated, basically. Partner's gonna have to lose a bunch of material, staying safe. Probably shed the queen. And the queen would have mated, so they've resigned. Our score is now 8-2. Favoring Chicken 12T. This is not the final Sammy Silkovic. It is still in the round robin section. This is the last part of the round robin section. The other team, which should be coming up Friday at, I think it's 9:08 and 54 seconds or something like that, p.m., is going to be Plot and Grind versus Go-Go Burritos and Jacob Jr. And that should be a very close match that we're looking forward to. So those are the 2 round robin matches that are left. The under 2000 section is done. And after Friday, we should be moving on to the finals and 3rd versus 4th place in the open section. PureEssence has quite a good attack here. Ooh, I don't like that knight move. But maybe it works because PureEssence attack is a little bit faster. Grind is pointing that Caspi is already eliminated from advancing. Yeah, so this is just this game does not affect the final results, I guess. That's okay. That's an interesting move. What is the purpose of that? I guess that pins this pawn on d2. I mean, it pins the d5 pawn. Oh, is the knight mate or something? The chicken is sitting here. Okay, the PureEssence attack is very strong. But Caspi is getting hit pretty hard too. Oh, Caspi now has mate. 12 is mated. So they were getting attacked on both boards. That was great coordination by Caspi and PureEssence. And PureEssence is attacking as usual. Our score is now 8-3, favoring Chicken 12 team, but it's interesting how close this is. This picks up a queen. Oh, it's going to be hard for PureEssence to live through this. Bishop does guard here, though. Our score is now 9-3, favoring Chicken 12 team. Okay says I'm muted for some reason, so we'll just watch. I can hear when other people talk in the house party channel, but everyone seems muted for now. I'll try to carry the commentary myself. And there was mate on the 12 team board. Our score is now 10-3. Team has a very aggressive attack here. CaspiIsrael is going to lose some material, but he's going for initiative. This is a nice move, attacks and defends. Lops off the pawn. Now he can safely take this queen, threatening to take the other queen. Although that does give the rook file to Caspi. Chicken's king is running around, but PureEssence needs more pieces. PureEssence is switched to defense mode. I like knight out a little better because the rook guarded, knight guarded here. PureEssence trading the queens while defending here. But what mates for Caspi? I guess he has maybe queen at h4, which defends the knight. But where's the kill shot? I guess he wants another knight. A knight for f7 is quite good for him. But I don't think a knight is forthcoming.
Looks like Chicken may also want a knight for d6 or something, and then queen at f7.
A knight for d6, yeah, that would be quite good. And there's this threat of queen on the back rank, which Caspi has to watch out for. If there was no threat here, then d5 would be a move where the bishop guards the knight. Well, I guess this is a hanging knight too. Yeah, this is a tough position. They're down 5 seconds. There's 2 knights hanging, and either of them is crushing. So this is basically game over. It's not the direction I expected the game to go, but it's working out. Caspi's about to be flagged. They had a comfortable 3-second lead there. Our score is now 11-3, favoring Chicken 12 team. And Chicken is defending while PureEssence is attacking. Look at these bishops. That is a very interesting position with all 4 bishops there defending. Now just 3 of them, but and Chicken has some left too if he wants. So he's just forming a wall, and he's trying to give PureEssence no chances to get in, and then Chicken will win some pawns in the process. Now PureEssence needs to find a way to defend this knight. Oh yeah, we have the knight check. Okay. So Chicken's picked up a queen. And now Chicken is on the attack. Chicken's king is very, very safe. He's 1 material, and he is going to attack PureEssence. And since he's 1 material already, he's not afraid to sack his queen here. We'll probably see a queen sack with pawn takes, queen takes, and then a bishop would be devastating. Chicken is down some time though. Okay, he's gonna hold on to his queen for now. I guess he's threatening queen takes knight, and then pawn at g2. Or he doesn't even need to sack his queen. I guess I'll just trade the queen at this point. Chicken and 12 team are just getting an overwhelming piece advantage. So they have sack wins, but instead they're opting to just trade and grind their opponents down and win more pieces. Didn't even take the free queen. Now he takes it. Oh, nice smother mate. Knight at f2. Oh, he had 2 knights covering that. I'm sorry. I did not see the d3 knight covered as well. Can't take that or be mate. And they've resigned it. Owenator says knight at f2 Google move. Yeah. Also a Chuck Bolton move, apparently. Chestuva says, don't know how the event works exactly. So it was a single elimination ladder until they determined the top 4 teams. Then there was a round robin among the top 4 teams. This is the 3rd round of the round robin, 3rd and final round of the round robin. After the round robin round, they are going to play a finals match of the top 2 teams and a match to determine 3rd versus 4th place for the remaining 2 teams. So the match coming up on Friday will determine who is in the finals against Chicken 12 team. JDB. JDB says, always be in shadow your bishop. So our score right now is 13-3, favoring Chicken 12 team. And the number they're looking for is 16 to win the match. Galen saying they are the only team with 2 players over 2,800. And there could have been other teams made like that, but that was not how the partnerships ended up. I think, Yalen, J-Kid is over 2800 as well. Yeah, I'm sorry, I keep calling you Yalen. I guess it's Jalen, but I'm used to hearing Combo Kid say Yalen all the time. Hard to get out of that habit. The chicken is attacking PureEssence pretty hard. Now he's threatening knight takes f6. Either knight. PureEssence is going to try to eat this knight, but then a rook would be maiden. Twelfteen is up over 20 seconds, and he has pinned the rook, so that's going to be mate. Why didn't he take the rook? Oh, he did take it finally. I guess his partner probably mate without it. PureEssence doesn't really have an attack. These squares are both covered. This by the knight, this by the queen. It's impossible for PureEssence to defend this. And they've resigned it. Combo Kid is no longer with us, but he was a fixture on the free internet chess server back in the day. Nesio, I'm not sure what you mean by the chess.com crew. It would have been nice to get Grand Delicious in. So Midnight Fox did play an event. Midnight Fox, it was usually Grand Delicious's partner in the Bughouse World Championships in Berlin. So I'm not sure if he informed Grand Delicious about it or not. But Midnight Fox was playing with a different partner. BDB says Bughouse is all about king safety. Always fee and shadow your bishop by your king. Yeah, and that's an opening that that JK Jr. has had a lot of success with recently. Is fee and shadowing the bishop and also pushing g3 and h3, and then it's really hard to get an attack on him. Some other people have copied that opening since then. Combo Kid did pass away, yeah, a few years ago. Oh, guys like Danny Runch and Hess and so forth. Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone reached out to them. I don't think they really follow the Bughouse community that closely. But yeah, it would have been fun to see a Wrench Hess team in the tournament. Next time, let's be sure to send them an invite. Sammy says, who is Smash Time and Wang? Smash Time Fools. I forget, is Smash Time Fools your chess.com handle? He's not as active recently. But Jalen Wang, he has like 10 of the top 20 handles on chess.com right now. But he is JK Jr. and also Bliss Bullet. Thanks for the follow from all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. Oh, Caspi really going hard with this attack here. He could win a queen, but not sure with pawn check. But Caspi's looking for mate. Ooh, we might find mate. Bishop check seems quite good, followed by pawn up. So Caspi has mate, but PureEssence needs to live for, looks like 10 seconds against chicken. Don't think that's going to happen. The position doesn't seem that dire, but Chicken is just really good at these wins on time. We're going to see the Bullet Champion pay off here. Well, PureEssence is doing a pretty good job so far. That's a free knight. I guess we're going to see Bishop to A4 coming. So can he afford to take the knight? Needs to get some luft for his king. Okay, so I was wrong. He's picking up the queen here. Smart move. Ooh, that was a mistake. I think he's going to survive now. PureEssence is living and is uptime. It's another win for CaspiIsrael PureEssence. Great job there. Yeah, Sammy has definitely improved since the fixed days. Great question. The score is now 15-4, favoring Chicken 12-teen. And they're trying to get to 16 to determine the match. So if Chicken 12-teen win one more game, they will win the match. Which will probably happen. But even if it does, 16-4 is still a pretty good score for CaspiIsrael and PureEssence. I believe it's better than JK Jr. and Gogo Burritos did against Chicken 12-teen. So it's very impressive to get 4 games off of this team. Or oh, did everyone go 16-4? Did I misremember it? I think Pluck and Grind did. So there was this threat before. It's a good defensive move. Nice, exploiting the pin. And I missed what happened on the other board, but Caspi and PureEssence got a win there. Our score is now 15-5. Nesio says, I find Chicken 12-teen a stronger combination than Chicken Helms. Yeah, for sure. Helms is a really great bug player, but I don't think she is as good as Chicken or 12-teen. And I think they end up being good partners for each other. Their styles work well together. I feel like 12-teen is trying to pre-move every move, but it's been fairly effective for him. 12-teen has a pretty safe king, and he could always move over if he wanted to. So 12-teen threatening a chessmate, and Chicken can just sit. And that is match. Our final score is 16-5. So I'm going to put it in the chat. Anyone watching the VOD? I guess Katas says he's been switching to, is that Shogi? Thank you very much for the bits from Grandmaster to be. Yeah, I'm glad you liked the commentary. Usually we have more people speaking up in the commentary booth, and I spent some time putting together this, well, a minute or two putting together this overlay so you could see who's talking in the Discord call, and then it's just me the whole time. But that's okay. So thanks for the follow from CM Rui. Really appreciate it. So I don't know if anyone is going to jump in to do commentary. And conversely, if other people want to jump into the House Party channel to discuss this after the match or ask questions, if some of them jump in, that would be fun. But if we don't have commentary, then we could just end here. Stufus asks if CM Rui plays Bughouse. Touchdown Fools wants Vampy commentary. I would love to hear some Vampy commentary. I think she's probably at work at this point, or at least working. Everyone seems to be leaving the House Party channel, so I don't know whether there will be post-game interviews this time.
Chicken did say okay, so I'm not sure. I think he was responding to post-game interviews, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah, maybe they'll jump in. Yeah, I was hunting around to see if they were in a channel somewhere. But, Bughouse Team 1 has Blitz Bullet and Guga in it. Does not have Chicken or 12th team right now. And now they're saying, Blitz just says, let's go to Fix and play. So Chicken is saying in the chat that he actually likes playing Bughouse on Fix rather than chess.com. I think most people have got used to the chess.com interface and prefer chess.com. I definitely prefer chess.com to Fix. But Fix was a great community for many years. Channel 24 is still something that hasn't really been replicated. Discord is cool, but it's not quite the same vibe. Sammy asks if JDB plays on chess.com. He does. Cool, likes Fix better. Retro says, what was so good about Channel 24? It was it was sort of like this Twitch chat right now. It was just one channel where all the Bughouse players were, and they would just talk and everyone would see it. And now the Bughouse players are sort of spread around. Like there's game chats within the games, but there's not really a central place where everyone talks. It looks like we have Chicken in the chat. Hey, Chicken. How are you doing?
Hello.
Those were
It's good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. So those were some interesting games. I was actually surprised that Caspi and PureEssence won as many games as they did, but PureEssence is just like a relentless attacker. Going into the match, did you guys know that he would be so aggressive? And did you plan for that sort of thing?
I think he was aggressive on me, and yeah, that's a good strategy when you're the underdog, I suppose.
Well,
To be aggressive and try to make at least one of them.
That's definitely true. That's a good strategy in general when you're the underdog, to be aggressive and create some chaos. However, so PureEssence is known to be an attacker. So the dynamics of this match were interesting because PureEssence is better the more pieces he gets because he loves attacking, and 12-team likes to trade the whole board early. So that tended to put PureEssence in the positions where he thrives the most. So I was interested to see whether you guys would adjust and 12-team would trade less, or you would play more defensively. And 12-team did not adjust as far as traded less. He traded the whole board like the whole match. You adjusted a little bit in that you seemed to. There were some games where there was one game where you had 4 bishops defended, like on the back rank, and that was fun to watch. So you played defensive sometimes to where he couldn't attack and you could just win all the pieces. But did you consciously adjust, or was it just sort of a game by game thing?
Well, I got made in a lot of games, or a few games at least. So I think I started playing a little bit safer, just trying not to let him stack on F7 or F2 usually. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good strategy for sure. Were you guys in a voice call together?
Yes, we are in voice call.
Okay. And what was the vibe when you guys were you guys surprised by some of the wins, or was it just sort of business as usual? Just what was your reaction to some of their wins? Because they got an early win there on
Oh,
what was it, the second game?
I think they're a good team. Caspi's pretty fast and feeds PureEssence well, so we weren't surprised that they took a couple games off of us, and we're happy to win the match.
Yeah, they're a very strong team for sure, and I believe they were actually at least the last few matches they were sitting in the same room together, so they're probably we're doing that right now, which might give them advantage even over a voice call. So yeah, so going into the finals, um, which team do you fear the most between Clock and Grind and Go-Go Burritos and JK Jr.?
Maybe I have no preference really. Maybe Janik has preference.
I think they're all pretty strong in their own right, so I don't have a preference either. They're all really fast, so it's gonna be tough. Anyway.
Yeah, you guys may get downtime versus teams that fast for sure. So I don't know if you heard my earlier discussion with Chicken here, 12 teen, but
yeah, I just joined.
Yeah, so I was saying that the dynamic of this match was interesting because PureEssence is known to be a very aggressive attacker, and he thrives when he gets a lot of trades, especially early trades. So you tended to trade the whole board like every game you play, which would tend to favor PureEssence. And I in the early match I was wondering whether you would adjust and trade less to feed PureEssence less pieces, but you didn't really do that. So Chicken adjusted to defend a little more, but you didn't adjust so much, like how much you traded. Was that something you talked about? Did you consider adjusting, or did you just figure Chicken would find a way to defend?
Yeah, to be honest, we did discuss any match strategy beforehand, and Caspi was playing pretty well. He was outplaying me quite a few games.
Caspi's I think it's great player for sure.
I have a lot of respect for Caspi. I think they just played well. We didn't play. Maybe we didn't coordinate to our highest level, but they deserve a lot of credit for their wins. And yeah, maybe I could have adjusted my style, but I didn't choose to. So that was probably a mistake.
Yeah, in my opinion, it was like a strategic mistake. But game by game, you guys did a great job of coordinating, and there were a lot of exciting games here where there was mate on one board, and then the other board had to find a mate within a certain number of seconds to make the game go the other direction. And sometimes you guys succeeded, sometimes you didn't, but it was really fun to watch.
Yeah, it was a great series. This was maybe a little bit less time dependent than the other ones, where we're just pre-moving everything.
You say that, but I noticed your last couple games you were pre-moving everything.
Yeah, the pace did feel a bit slower. It was more. I think the move quality was a bit higher.
Yeah,
especially I think Caspi's move quality was high.
For sure. Caspi has very high move quality, and I felt Chicken slowed down a little relative to previous matches and played higher quality moves. But I think you 12 teen most of the games continued playing like at your very fast speed. It was a very, very fun match to see, and we're looking forward to the finals.
Yeah.
And did you have any comments on the finals teams? Chicken said he's looking forward to playing either team, but do you?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to any team as well.
Okay.
I think any one of these teams could easily be finalists. I'm not quite sure what the standings are right now. I haven't taken a look.
Well, I think it's
Um,
gonna come down to this match coming up because I believe both teams beat CaspiIsrael and PureEssence.
Right.
So the question is, and both teams lost to your team. So the team is, who will beat the other one in this upcoming match? As far as I know.
I was actually looking most forward to watching this match because I think it's
Right, me too.
It's probably the two closest contested team. So I think I don't know. It's hard to call who's making the final. I'm sure it's going to be a close one.
Yeah, it'll be a fun match to watch. And so I heard that for 12th, I've heard after your university finals are over, you're going to be playing more Bughouse and you're going to try your hand at streaming with J Kid Jr. Can you talk a little about that?
Yeah, we were thinking about that. I don't know. I haven't talked to J Kid since I actually finished my finals a few days ago. So maybe
nice.
we
So,
started maybe even considering streaming the finals. Maybe we could do something like that. That would be fun. But at the same time, I think maybe taking it a bit more seriously because I've never streamed before. So I don't know how it would affect my play. But yeah, looking forward to that as well.
yeah, with I'm sure your channel will be very popular. A lot of people want to see it from your perspective and from J Kid's perspective, as far as what moves you're pre-moving and what moves you're considering, and talking through your thought process. So yeah, that'll be exciting to see, and I look forward to promoting your channel once you guys pick your channel and set it up. So when does your next semester start up? Like, what is the window of time we're going to see a lot of Bughouse here?
Well, I actually have a Crazy House event coming up with Opper. So
okay.
I think maybe I'll focus on that just a bit. And then once that's over, I think I'll have like 2-3 weeks to stream some Bughouse with J-Kid. So maybe around
when is the event with Opper? Opper's in the chat here. He smiled that you mentioned that. When can we look forward to that?
It's between the 22nd and 30th, I believe.
Okay.
So there's 3 days in between those two dates that we have scheduled for a match. So yeah, and I think I personally don't like mixing Crazy House and Bughouse. I feel like it affects me a tiny bit. So I'll probably hold off the bug for a bit before playing that.
So is that going to be before the final match of the Bughouse World Championships or after it?
Well, I'm not quite sure what the Bughouse schedule is looking like. I think when is the match with Go-Go Burritos and
that match should be tomorrow.
Friend?
It's actually scheduled
tomorrow,
for 9:08 p.m. and 56 seconds or something like that. It was a very odd time that they picked, but we will be sure to be there to cover it. So
I'm gonna try to make that one too. I definitely want to see that live.
So once as soon as they determine the winner, I guess you guys can schedule the finals match.
Is our okay? Should there be like a week difference between their match and the final match? Or
I don't know. I'm not one of the tournament organizers, so I can't answer that for sure. But I mean, I would think that whenever the players agree to it, would be fine. So that's probably between you all.
I feel like it would be maybe a bit wrong to schedule it much like a day or two after their match tomorrow.
Yeah, I think some of the other teams will do prep. So they will be poring over your games to figure out weaknesses, if there are any. So they probably want a few days in between. But yeah, so after that match, you think you'll switch to Crazy House mode, and how will you prepare for that? Are you going to play a lot of games, or are you going to study Opper's games, or what's your plan?
Crazy House or Bughouse?
For Crazy House.
Yeah, I definitely may take a look at. I think not at Opper's games, but just studying my own openings and see what I do wrong, because I play a lot of unsound stuff that probably is not going to work against Opper in long time control Crazy House.
And as far as studying, do you look at it with Stockfish, or do you just look at it yourself, or what's the How do you go about that?
I've only started studying pretty recently, maybe in the last few months, and I just review some of my games and check where I make the first mistake, and then try to fix that for next game. Nothing too crazy in depth.
And do you
Yeah,
ever?
I usually don't look at my opponent's games either.
Oh, okay. So you're not going to prep against Opera specifically, but you're going to try to make your own openings better. And do
I'm just
you
gonna
ever
make sure my
do you ever study with other people, or do you study by yourself?
I generally study by myself. Yeah, I don't really study with others. I've taken a look at a couple of other people's studies. I think Katask made a study on D4 that was pretty interesting, so I took a look at that. And yeah, I think I mainly learned from games with top level players because they definitely have some opening preparation, and I can kind of just leech off that.
So do we have any other questions from others who are in this call for Chicken or 12th about the Bug House World Championship or the upcoming Crazy House World Championship?
I have a related question, Jenna, about that channel you're planning on starting with Jalen. Do you think it's going to feature mostly Bug House or some Crazy House or some Bullet and Blitz as well?
Well, I think it could feature anything. I haven't talked to J-Kid about it, but I'm down to. I honestly enjoy playing a lot of chess recently too, so maybe stream that occasionally. But I think it's more of a fun thing. So it's not going to be too serious. It's not going to have a fixed schedule, or we're not going to be streaming just fixed variants. So I think just anything, I'm fine with. But Jalen may have a different answer.
Well, I look forward to watching.
Yeah, and you played in some titled arenas as well on
yeah, I do enjoy those titled arenas.
So maybe one of you will stream the titled arena.
Yeah, I think Jalen plays in them.
You've had some strong finishes there too, right? I think there was one he finished like in the top 10 or something like that.
Yeah, it's definitely tough, and I have to get lucky if I make it into the top 10. But
yeah, but it's always fun to watch, and I'm proud for the Bug House community when I see like GM 12 team GM.
Thanks.
And of course, Opera usually does well as well, so we could see an IM in the mix there.
And Opera does it with
it was crazy boards. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Opera Weezen, he has a YouTube channel where he'll be playing in the titled arena with like pieces that will like it's hard to describe. Like the board will be upside down, or the pieces will change into other pieces. That it's harder than blindfold, I would think. Opera,
yeah, definitely.
Opera is Opera Weezen, otherwise known as Opera in Disguise. To answer Sammy's question, go ahead.
There's a clip of him beating Ali Reza and Carlson back to back with the crazy board. I think it's featured on John Lee's Crazy House channel.
Oh wow!
So you guys should definitely check that out. It's pretty insane.
Awesome. I see Legion Destroyer is in the chat. Legion, can you shed any light on, if you're available to talk, can you shed any light on how the next round will go, the finals round of the Bug House World Championship? Can they schedule their match whenever they want after the plot game match tomorrow, or is there like a time period when that's supposed to be played in? Maybe Legion isn't available. I don't know. He's in the call, but his mic is muted.
There's a few other organizers, right?
There are. Yeah, Scary Snakes is an organizer. Go-Go Burritos is an organizer. So yeah, I'm sure they'll shed some light somewhere. You could always ask in the forum for the Bug House World Championship Bug House Club on chess.com, I guess.
Also, maybe we ask the people watching as well what times work well, because it'd be nice to see if a fair amount of people could show up for the final. I'm sure it'll be interesting.
Yeah, for sure, and I'll be sure to stream it as well. assuming there's sufficient notice. I'm glad I was able to make this one. I woke up and people were like, "There's a BWC match in 5 minutes," and I was like, "Okay." Rolled out of bed, started to stream.
Nice. How's your channel coming along?
It's
You
good.
have pretty good viewership recently.
Yeah, so there's
For quite a while.
there's an embed on chess.com where it'll be featured on the chess.com homepage, but it's like a revolving thing. Like every 10 minutes they pick another featured streamer. So late night when I stream, I get like there's less people streaming in general, so I get the embed more often. So sometimes I'll have like thousands of viewers. In the middle of the day like this, there's more people streaming, so I'm less likely to get the embed. But we've got quite a few viewers. We're at like 100 viewers. I think this is just like a big event. People love seeing Chicken 12 team play.
Yeah.
So whenever I can put you guys in the title, we're gonna get more viewers for sure.
No, I think your commentary is very good as well. I definitely check out some clips from the other matches too.
Yeah. So he said he doesn't do any prep, but now we're hearing about the prep.
I watch it for fun.
Yeah. So yeah, Sammy, this is not the final. This was the round robin section, and the final is going to be next week. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we have one more match coming up on Friday. I hope you guys will all tune in tomorrow at 9:08 p.m. and 56 seconds or something like that.
Is it 9:08 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah, Eastern time. I'm sorry. But I don't know who picked that exact thing. If I had to guess, I would guess Go-Go Burritos what it is an exact time. But you never know. It might have been Plocket. We have some characters in that match, so you never know who picked that. Anyway, thanks so much for joining us for commentary. Any final thoughts from anyone? If not, we will find someone to raid. So,
all right, thanks, Jack. I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, thank you very much, and good luck to you in the finals. Thanks so much for chatting with us. So, we're gonna find someone to raid. If anyone has any suggestions, let me know. We do have quite a few viewers here. I was going to raid GM Reigns, but then he switched to chess. He was playing 4-player chess a second ago. Let me see. Oh, it looks like 7991 Radon is playing 4-player chess right now, so that's a possibility. Sammy says, "Who is Gogo?" Gogo is Go-Go Burritos. He's Raven on the Discord, also known as Pepsi in Gaming, and he's had a few other handles. So he's a very strong player, and he's improved a lot. Go-Go Burritos, as of like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, he was rated like under 1,000 at Bughouse, and now he's 2,600 strength. Anyway, we're going to send you to 7991 Radon, who is playing some 4-player chess right now. So we can continue watching variants. He plays other variants as well, including Fog of War. Recently started playing some Atomic. So it's good to give some love to the variant community. So drop him a follow. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 9 p.m. for the final round robin match in the Bughouse World Championship of Little Plotkin and Grinding My Grande versus J Kid Jr. and Go-Go Burritos, and that should be probably the closest match in the round robin section. And they are both very fast teams, so it'll be a lot of fun to watch, and I hope you all will join me. Anyway, have a great afternoon, everyone, and we're gonna head out now.